Alright, let's get straight into it. You want to ditch that 9 to 5, that soul-crushing grind, and actually make real money online? I'm talking sustainable, life-changing income, not some clickbait fantasy. You're sick of the scams, the gurus promising Lambos overnight if you just buy their $997 course? Good, because I'm here to give you the no BS truth. Most people dive headfirst into these make money online schemes, desperate for a quick fix, a magic bullet. What happens? They end up broke, more frustrated than when they started, and seriously doubting if this whole online thing is even legit. Sound familiar? Maybe you've scrolled endlessly, seen those ads, felt that flicker of hope, then the crash of disappointment. Well, that cycle, that BS, it stops now. The hard truth, the one nobody wants to hear but everyone needs to, is that making money online isn't a lottery ticket. It's not a magic button you press for instant cash. It takes real strategy, relentless hustle, and most importantly, knowing which paths actually lead to the damn treasure, and which are just dead ends designed to drain your wallet and your spirit. You're stuck chasing illusions if you don't get this. You're just spinning your wheels, burning energy and getting nowhere. But here's the good news, there's a real way to do this. If you stick with me, I'm gonna lay out the exact actionable steps to build genuine, sustainable income online. No fluff, no scams, just raw, practical advice. Alright, let's talk about the absolute bedrock, the foundation, the thing that if you don't nail it, I promise you, you will fail. It's your mindset. You must, and I mean must, think like an entrepreneur, not a damn gambler. Too many of you are coming into this online world treating it like a slot machine. You're pulling the lever, hoping for a jackpot, and when it doesn't hit immediately, you're out. You're done. That's gambler behavior, and it's a one-way ticket to Brokesville. Population U. An entrepreneur understands this is a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's about building something real, something with value. Fear of failure. Oh, this is a big one. It paralyzes so many of you before you even start. What if it doesn't work? What if people laugh at me? Who gives a flying fudge what people think? Seriously, the only failure is not trying or trying with a half-assed effort and then quitting. Every single successful person you admire has failed. They failed more times than you've even tried. Failure is data. It's a lesson. It's a stepping stone. You need to reframe failure as feedback and keep pushing. If you're scared to look stupid for a little while, you'll never achieve anything great. This journey requires thick skin and a relentless spirit. Impatience. This is the silent killer of online dreams. You want results yesterday. You see someone else's highlight reel on Instagram and think, why not me? Why not now? Because you haven't put in the reps. You haven't put in the consistent, unsexy, behind-the-scenes work. This isn't an overnight success story. Those are fairy tales peddled by fakes. Real success, sustainable income, it takes time. It takes planting seeds, watering them every single day, even when you don't see a sprout for weeks or months. You need to fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. The patience game is the name of the game. Unrealistic expectations. This ties right into impatience. If you think you're going to be making 6 figures in your first 3 months with no prior skills or audience, you're delusional. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Those expectations are setting you up for massive disappointment, which then leads to quitting. You need to ground yourself in reality. Understand that building a skill takes time, building an audience takes time. Okay, so your mindset is locked in. You're thinking like a builder, not a gambler. Fantastic. Now what's next? You need skills. Real, tangible, valuable skills. I'm not talking about knowing how to post on social media. I'm talking about skills that businesses and individuals will actually pay for because those skills solve a problem or deliver a result. This is where so many people get it twisted. They chase shiny objects, the latest hack, instead of focusing on building a core competency that has real-world demand. Your skills are your leverage. They are your currency in the online marketplace. What kind of skills am I talking about? Think high demand. Think things that businesses are desperate for. Coding, front-end, back-end, app development, digital marketing, SEO, PPC, email marketing, social media strategy, the real strategy, not just posting. Copywriting, the art of selling with words, absolutely crucial. Sales, yes, actual sales, the ability to close deals, to understand customer psychology. Content creation that drives results, not just pretty pictures, but content that builds audiences, generates leads, and converts. These are just a few examples, but the common thread is they provide undeniable value. Why do these skills pay? It's simple economics. Businesses, big and small, will always pay for results. They will pay for things that help them make more money, save more money, reach more customers, or operate more efficiently. If you can demonstrably provide one of those outcomes through your skills, you become indispensable. Alright, mindset dialed in? Check. Actively building valuable skills? Double check. Now we're talking. The next critical piece of this puzzle is choosing the right online business model. This is where you decide how you're going to deploy those skills and that entrepreneurial mindset to actually generate income. There are a ton of options out there, and frankly, it can be overwhelming. Freelancing, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, creating and selling info products, SaaS, the list goes on. Each has its own set of pros, cons, and operational realities. Let's break a few down. Freelancing. You're selling your skills directly to clients. Great for getting started quickly if you have a marketable skill, like writing, graphic design, or web development. You trade time for money, but it can be lucrative and offer flexibility. Affiliate marketing. You promote other people's products and earn a commission on sales. Lower barrier to entry, as you don't need your own product, but requires strong marketing and audience building skills. E-commerce, selling physical products online, either through your own store or platforms like Amazon. Potentially very scalable, but involves inventory, logistics, and customer service. Info products, selling your knowledge in the form of courses, ebooks, or coaching. Leverages your expertise, highly scalable, but requires building authority and trust. The key here, and listen to me closely on this, is to pick one and focus. This is where so many aspiring online entrepreneurs shoot themselves in the foot. They get shiny object syndrome on steroids. They try to do freelancing on Monday, affiliate marketing on Tuesday, launch an e-commerce store on Wednesday, and plan an info product on Thursday. What happens? They spread themselves ridiculously thin. Their energy, their focus, their resources all diluted. It's a classic mistake, and it's a recipe for achieving absolutely nothing significant in any area. Think of it like trying to dig 5 wells 1 foot deep instead of one well 50 feet deep. Which one is going to hit water? It's the focused effort, the deep dive that yields results. You need to commit to a model, learn its ins and outs, master its specific challenges, and give it the dedicated time and energy it deserves to actually succeed. You can always diversify later once you've achieved significant traction and profitability in one area. But in the beginning, focus is your absolute superpower. Don't underestimate its importance. So, how do you choose? It depends on your skills, your interests, your risk tolerance, and your capital. Chapter 4. Build trust and authority, the currency of the internet. So, you've got your mindset right, you're building skills, you've picked a model. Awesome. But how do you get people to actually buy from you, hire you, or listen to you? The answer is trust and authority. In the vast, often anonymous landscape of the internet, people buy from those they know, like, and trust. If you're just another faceless entity shouting, "Buy my stuff," you're going to get ignored. You need to build a genuine connection, establish yourself as a credible voice, and that, my friends, takes consistent effort and a willingness to give value up front. How do you build this trust? How do you cultivate authority? It starts with creating consistent, valuable content. Notice I said, not just content for the sake of content, but stuff that actually helps your target audience, solves their problems, answers their questions, entertains them, or inspires them. Whether it's blog posts, videos, podcasts, social media updates, newsletters, the medium is less important than the consistency and the value. You need to show up regularly, reliably, so people start to expect and look forward to what you have to share. Share your journey honestly. This is huge. People connect with authenticity. Don't try to project an image of perfection or pretend you have all the answers if you don't. Be real. Chapter 5. Scale smart. Leverage, don't just hustle harder. You're building trust, you've got an audience engaging, things are starting to happen. Maybe you're making some sales, landing clients, that's fantastic. But now you hit a new ceiling, your own time and energy. There are only 24 hours in a day, and if your entire online income relies solely on you grinding it out hour after hour, you're not building a business. You're building a high-stress job for yourself. This is where scaling smart comes in. It's about leverage. It's about working smarter, not just harder. The first key to scaling is to leverage automation tools. There are so many repetitive tasks in any online business. Email marketing sequences, social media scheduling, customer onboarding, even some aspects of customer service. Look for tools that can handle these things for you. This frees up your valuable time to focus on high-impact activities, strategy, content creation, relationship building, innovation. Every minute you save on a mundane task is a minute you can invest in growing your business. Don't be afraid to spend money on good tools. They are investments, not expenses, if they save you time and make you more efficient. Next up, outsourcing. You cannot and should not try to do everything yourself, especially tasks that are not in your zone of genius or that you simply don't enjoy. Are you a brilliant strategist but a terrible graphic designer? Outsource the design. Are you great at creating content but get bogged down in video editing? Outsource the editing. There are platforms overflowing with talented freelancers who can take these tasks off your plate, often at a very reasonable cost. This isn't about being lazy, it's about being strategic with your most limited resource, your focus and energy. Reinvest profits strategically. As you start making money, it's tempting to pull it all out and enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you should enjoy some of it. But smart entrepreneurs reinvest a significant portion of their profits back into the business. This could mean investing in better tools, hiring more help, spending on paid advertising to reach a wider audience, or developing new products or services. This is how you create a growth flywheel, where success breeds more success. Chapter 6, protect your income and plan. Long-term, build real wealth. Okay, you're making money, you're scaling, this is the dream, right? But hold on, we're not done. Making money is one thing, keeping it and growing it into real sustainable wealth is another game entirely. This is where so many get complacent or careless. They hit a certain income level and think they've made it, but they neglect the crucial steps of protecting that income and planning for the long term. This chapter is about building a fortress around your financial success. First and foremost, diversify your income streams. Relying on a single source of income, especially online where things can change rapidly, algorithm updates, platform policy changes, market shifts, is incredibly risky. If that one stream dries up, you're back to square one. As you achieve success with your primary online model, start thinking about how you can add complementary income streams. Could you offer a premium version of your service? Create a related digital product? Explore a different platform? Diversification provides stability and resilience. Build an emergency fund. This is non-negotiable whether you're online or offline employee or entrepreneur. Life happens. Unexpected expenses crop up. Business income can fluctuate. Having a cash reserve, typically 3 to 6 months of living expenses or even business operating expenses, gives you peace of mind and prevents you from making desperate decisions if things get tight. This isn't scared money, it's smart money. It's your buffer against the unpredictable. Don't skip this. Seriously, plan your taxes wisely. Oh, the dreaded T word. Outrow, your time is now. Don't just dream it, build it. Listen, that fear of missing out on financial freedom, on living life on your own terms, don't let that paralyze you. Let it fuel you. Let it be the fire under your ass to take action. You have the chance right now to stop dreaming about a different life and start building it. You can write your own story, one where you're in control, where your hard work directly impacts your success. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. Don't wait until tomorrow or next week or next year. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time, it's right now. This very second. What we've covered today, the mindset, the skills, the models, the trust, the scaling, the protection, these are the pillars. But guess what? There's always another level. Always. Ready to level up even further? If you're serious about not just making money online, but about building a real, impactful, massively successful business, then there's a whole other side to this. We're talking advanced business strategies, the kind that can skyrocket your online income faster than you probably thought possible. Curious? You damn well should be.